Beverly Hills, August 1989. In the city rich with glamour and secrets, the news of a brutal murder shook the elite community. Jose and Kitty Menendez were found dead in the family room of their luxurious home on Elm Drive. Initial reports led many to imagine an unknown killer breaking in, shooting brutally, and then disappearing into the night. However, as time went on, the truth that unraveled was far more astonishing and more horrifying. The perpetrators were not strangers. They were victims on flesh and blood. That night, August 20, 1989, around 10 o'clock, Jose and Kitty were sitting and watching television. The sound from the broadcast became the backdrop for approaching footsteps. Lyle and Eric, each holding a 12-gauge Mossberg shotgun, entered the family room. Without warning, they fired the first shots. 6 bullets struck Jose's body, including one to the back of his head. Kitty, severely wounded, stumbled and tried to crawl away. Lyle, out of ammunition, returned to the car to reload. He went back inside the house and fired again, ensuring their parents were lifeless. Kitty ultimately received 10 shots, her body lying on the family room carpet, now a mixture of blood and the family's shattered dreams. Outside, the world went on as usual. Lyle and Eric proceeded with their plan. They left the house, disposing of the weapons, clothing, and shell casings in various locations. They got in their car and continued their evening as planned, watching the movie Batman, attending the Taste of LA Festival. The scenario was designed to create a distance between themselves and the murders they had just committed. And for a while, it worked. The Beverly Hills police, seeing a home with clear signs of violence, initially thought it was the work of robbers or one of Jose Menendez's business enemies. However, small clues began to lead back to them. Investigators learned that just 2 days earlier, the brothers had purchased the exact same type of shotguns used in the murders. They also heard stories about how Lyle and Eric began spending conspicuously large amounts of money after their parents' death. The inheritance, valued at $14 million, started flowing into luxury items, sports cars, expensive watches, vacations, private tennis coach. For the prosecution, this was a classic picture of motive: greed.